Hello and assalamu alaikum friends. Hope you are fine and safe. As you know, today is a robotic session. So from today, I want to tell you one thing that we are going to start programming from today, and we are going to use the programming language which is C Sharp. So first we are going to understand what actually C Sharp is. C Sharp is an object-oriented programming language which uses the .NET framework. It can be used to build websites, web games, mobile games, and many more things. Now, what is the .NET framework? The .NET framework is a framework which supports C Sharp and determines everything within, executes these things, and controls everything within. It has two main parts within the CRL and the .NET framework class library. So let's get started. But before that, you need to download this program, which is Visual Studio 2019. This should be the community edition because it is quite easier to use and also free to download. So let's get started. When you open this, you have to click on create a new project. Then you can select from here .NET framework, and from here you have to select console app and then click on next. We will keep the name easy testing and then okay, I'm going to name it testing 1 and then create it. Okay, so this is the code you get from the beginning. This is the code which C Sharp produces by itself. You don't need to do anything with it. So now we are going to get started today with variables. So actually, what are variables? Programming uses data to perform tasks. It uses some memory in the computer to make a program and control its tasks. So actually creating a variable reserves a memory spot in the CPU which can maintain some values. These values can be numerical, alphabetical, string, true, false, or anything like that. So to use a variable type, it must be declared first by specifying the name and the data type. A variable name is also called an identifier and can be consisting of letters, numbers, and the underscore character. And it must start with a letter or the underscore. Although the name of a variable can be anything, but it must always be descriptive to make the programming easier. Descriptive things always make it easier to identify what type of variable it is. So now, first we are going to learn about variable types. And first we are going to make a, a new variable, integer my age is equals to, and then we can just end this command. You should know that ending a command always requires a semicolon because a semicolon is used to terminate any statement. If it is not terminate, it will keep repeating itself. Okay, so now we are going to declare the value of this variable, and now we move on to the next line. My age is equals to 18. Okay, so we can just declare the variable here. It is quite easier. And so this is the first type of variable. We are going to move on to the other types, and let's get started. Okay, so there are 6 main types of data types. First is int, which is integer value. Float, floating point number, that means that it can consist of a decimal point. Double, it is used to show the double precision of the float type. Char is the character type, which means only one letter. Bool, bool, boolean is the full form of bool, and it can have only two values, true or false. String, string is actually a combination of characters, a sequence of characters. Actually, it can be a word or a sentence. So, I'm going to show you some examples of all of these types. Float is equals to 13.445. Okay, next we can put double. We can put it, we can put a name of double. Pi pi is equals to 3.14, because the approximate value of, okay, I forgot to put this semicolon. Remember, a semicolon is very important in programming, actually C sharp. Next we are going to move on to the char type. Char y is equals to a. Again terminate the statement a and then terminate the statement. Next is bool is squared is equals to true. We can put anything. And now the last one, string. You can write your name. It is, for example, Tommy, and then terminate the statement. So these are all the 6 types of the variables. So now we are going to move on to printing a statement. I mean writing a statement. But before that, we are going to create our first program, and that is just going to be a blank screen, because a program can be anything. Okay, so here you can see the black screen, and it just vanished if there is no code to play with. So let's move on. Okay, now we are going to learn how to print a statement, how to write a statement. Okay, so after the main string argument, you can write something. Okay, so let's just write, console dot write line brackets this, and now we are going to write hello world. So let's try to run it if it works out. Now we can run it actually. No, let's just erase this program. I think there is some kind of program problem with this. Let's try it again. Console dot right line and then hello world. Okay, I just forgot about these things. It doesn't work without these actually. Only a variable can work. If we are introducing a new string, then we always have to use these these quote marks because only a variable can be written without this. If you want to print a variable, hello world. Now that was viewed. You can see it actually here, hello world. Okay, so it is a success. Now we are going to first declare a variable and then um, integer x is equals to 19 semicolon, and then to the next line console dot right line brackets quote marks. No, we don't need these code marks when we are declaring a variable. Because we have declared this variable, so we don't need these code marks because it is already declared. So now we'll try and run it if it works. 19. Okay, so this was also a success. I hope you understood what I wanted to understand today, what I wanted to tell you today. Today we have learned about what are variables, the variable types, printing digits, first declaring a variable and then printing. So that's what we learned today. Please like and subscribe to our channel and bye for now and stay tuned for updates.